At the level of society, it's difficult to think of anything quite as important at the moment as cybersecurity. Cyber for some years now has begun to dominate our lives in a remarkable way, not just at the level of social media or games, but right through to the extent to which during COVID, for example, we became heavily reliant on government systems for the working of our pension accounts or our bank accounts. But also if we think of what happened to children and the fact that they couldn't get to school and had to be taught at a distance and online. Cyber is pervading everything. And unfortunately, at the same time, the cyber world, despite all the benefits bringing, or alongside all the benefits it's bringing, is also bringing major threats. Because there are people out there who want to exploit the cyber world principally for financial gain. And so we all need to be on our dark. We have a fundamental difficulty with cyber is that many people at senior levels in the companies are slightly afraid of it because they regard it as a technical subject which they don't really understand. And usually the leaders of companies who are clever people don't like to be in a position where they appear to be ignorant. And so their tendency is to say this is a technical operational issue. We need to leave it just to the technicians. Now, of course, the technicians have to be heavily involved, but people running large companies would never say, oh, at tax risk, I don't understand tax, or I don't understand my competitors, so I'm just going to leave it to the specialists in my company. Cyber risk management must become an integral part of the management and the risk management of the company. So it means for me that if I have one tip, you need to start with your top management. You need to start having detailed conversations with him in a non-technical, non-threatening way to explain why these risks are important and what we can do inside the company to begin to mitigate them. Well, there are two ways of looking at the future. Either it's only going to get worse, or yes, the threats are going to become more challenging, but there are things we can do to meet them. I think there is no doubt the next round of threats will, on the one hand, very much develop technologies for attack, which we've already seen developing for several years now. They will become more sophisticated, they will become more difficult to handle. But on the other hand, as I tried to say this evening, there are very definite positive things that we can be doing inside our companies to create that culture of security, probably the basic thing, because 74% of attacks, it seems, have some sort of human element. And the human factor is very definitely something that we can do something about.